why don't you kind of tell us your general thoughts on the hard-fought victory? I mean, that was a talented team, made some big shots. They're very athletic, but you guys just persevered.
Yeah, I mean, those guys were really talented. They got number 4 hitting, and they got some good bigs inside, and they kind of caused us some trouble early. But then we kind of locked in, towards the later end of the first half, kind of closed down defensively, and then carried that into the second for a little bit. They made another run. It's what's going to happen. You expect it in the game, and we just had to lock in those last 8 minutes. I think we did a really good job of kind of closing in on their guys, and yeah, we got the job done at the end of the day.
17 for 17 from the free throw line. That's not easy to do. I don't know if you've ever had a perfect game where you took double-digit free throws. Talk about that. A lot of work at the line in practice.
Yeah, I mean, every day you kind of make 25 straight to end the day. So just trying to lock in there, and that's kind of what I've done to be able to become a good free throw shooter these last 2 years. So yeah, I mean, it's nothing special. You just kind of practice it enough, it works out.
So with the type of game that you play, you play the basket hard. You're going to get knocked down a lot, and twice tonight it looked like you were hurt. It looked like you had an ankle injury one time, another time you looked a little shaken up. How do you shake that off? You don't even end up leaving the game.
I mean, you just gotta collect your breath. Take a second. Recuperate, gather yourself, and then just kind of go back out there. It's a game. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get bumps and injuries, bumps and bruises. So just kind of got to tough it out. Team's trying to come together. Other guys are pushing through stuff. Other guys got actual injuries. So I just got a couple bruises. I can push through that for them.
So Jordan, at a key stretch of the second half, they had taken the lead. I think they may have been up by 4 at one point. You hit 2 threes. You hit a floater on the baseline. Mm-hmm. Then they took the lead again, and you hit another 3. Can you talk about stepping up and taking some clutch shots at critical moments?
I mean, I just got to give credit to the man sitting next to me right here and Aiden Kehoe. Like, those two are like our primary scorers, so it's hard for teams to guard 3 people at once. So everybody's focused on them. It opens up the court for everybody else.
Last year, you averaged 3.6 points per game. You only hit double digits once in the whole season. You now have had 2 double-digit performances. Are you just more confident offensively, Jordan?
I mean, yeah, I would say that, but really I'm not concerned about scoring on offense. I feel like I put the work in this summer. It was a long summer, and I had heart-to-heart with a lot of my coaches, and I needed to step up big. But really, I like to play defense a lot. Yeah, I don't know if you can't tell, but my defense translates to my offense. And yes, I do feel confident in my game, but I'm not really worried about scoring. I just want to whatever way I can help the team win.
Have you improved your three-point shot? Because you had 13 all last season. I think you have like 5 already this season.
Oh yeah, I'm trying. Last year.
A lot of work in this summer.
Yeah, like I said, summer, man, I was working. It's a new year. I got to step up. With the loss of one of our starters, Austin Inge, and recent loss of Mac McDonald, who's a primary scorer of us. We need guys to step up, and we have guys on the bench too that can do everything that I'm doing right now. We're a deep squad, and that's what makes it so special.
Well, I'm just happy for our team. I thought we played pretty good last week at St. Joe, just didn't finish it. They made a couple big shots, and tonight we made some big shots. But I think, tonight we're trying to play fast, and I think the number that sticks out to me is points off turnovers. We had 28. We scored 28 points off their turnovers. Harvard had 2 points off turnovers, so it's a big difference. Austin Benigni had a really good night for us. As you guys mentioned it here, Jordan Pennick made some big shots at critical times. And sometimes that's what it's all about, who makes the big shot at the right time. And last week, St. Joe made them, and we missed them. And tonight we made them, and JP made a couple big shots for us. Total team effort. As you can see, Wags, we're trying to up-tempo things and play a little faster. I think it was a fun game to watch, and there's some we got to get better at it. But, overall, I think it was a really fun game to watch and coach. And, I like what we did tonight. We just got to get better in certain things.
So you had mentioned when we did the preview that Austin's ability to get to the line is a big part of the team's offense, his offense. But that said, with the way he plays, he takes a lot of punishment. Mm-hmm. I mean, going to the line 17 times.
Right.
That's a lot of fouls that he absorbs.
I think he did a really good job in the spring and the summer, and fits our strength coach into the fall. I think he's a much stronger guy. He's really well put together, and I'm sure anybody can turn an ankle or take a knee to the thigh, and they're going to have some issues with it. But the overall driving the ball and him taking some hits while he's driving, he's a year older, he's a year wiser, and he's just stronger. He's just a stronger, powerful young guy. When he falls, I know he's getting back up, because if he doesn't get back up, he must be really, he's injured.
Right.
He's a tough kid, and he's a competitor. I think that's what separates him from a lot of people, is like he just wants to compete. He just wants to play hard and compete, and sometimes, that aggressiveness can get us in trouble. But for the most part, I'll live with it, because he does so many good things.
So the second half, around 12:46, they take a 1-point lead. Pennick immediately hits a floater along the baseline.
Yeah.
Then he hits a couple threes, and you're back up. And then later, when they got back up again, he hit another three. I mean, this
Right.
was not him last year. That was not his
Well,
role.
and he was a freshman. I mean, it's a whole different thing, being a freshman and now, having a year under your belt and some confidence. A game like this gives him confidence. He's really worked. Our kids really worked hard on their shooting over the summer. We had some things that they were doing at home when they had some time at home, and they were getting a lot of volume of shots in. So, what I would emphasize to him in the preseason, he was taking some shots off the dribble that I didn't think were in his best interest. And so we really sat down again and said, look, when you get 10 toes facing towards the basket, you let it go. You shoot it. But you gotta catch off the dribble and shoot. If you're going to drive it, and get to the rim. Like, get to the rim. I thought he was settling for a lot of tough twos, tough 2-point shots, instead of getting his 10 toes to the rim, and Benigni will set him up, and other guys will get him shots. So, and he listened. He's trying to grow as a player, and so that was positive. I'm really happy for him tonight to have some success.
So last for me, you win in the Veterans Classic. It's a big event. It's an important event for Navy.
Yeah.
I believe I have you now 5-6 in this event in 11. That's not bad.
Yeah.
And you played, a lot of those losses were pretty.
Yeah, Michigan State we lost to, in Florida, and Ohio State, and there's some high level games. But we beat some good people in this tournament as well. So, one of the things we talked about before the game was protecting our home court. Trying to go out there and play as well as we can play and protect our home court and develop a home court. I think our students were great here tonight. We had a great student turnout, and the fans were great, and hopefully they enjoyed the way we played. They'll come back again, and because I think our student body is really, really important to us. There's 4,000 kids about 100 yards away from Bancroft to here, and if we can play exciting style and continue to get better as a team, then they can really help us win some games down the stretch. But I thought the crowd was really good for, I looked at my watch at one point in time, one of the timeouts, because I had one of those watches, I slapped something hard and it said, hey, did you fall? So I looked and it was like 10:30 at night, and I'm thinking, man, we got a pretty good crowd for 10:30 at night, to be quite honest with you. So, we're getting better. We're getting better, and the guys are starting to understand the press a little bit better. So.